Recording. All right. There we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. Happy Sunday, lazy Sunday, 5th of March, 2023. Jeremy, happy birthday. I'm doing a little intro because if not, the video is going to be out of context. This is going to be part 2 of bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. Bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich. It was made on between two sliced bread. It was butter bread, I think it was. Now, the reason I made the part 1, or the reason why the part 1 is important, is because there's one thing that I like to do when I make our daughter food, is consistency. So if I make her a sandwich one day and she wants the same sandwich on the next day, I want to come out the same as she enjoyed it on day number 1. That's something that they do in restaurants. Actually, restaurants, if you have a chain, they want everything to be consistent across, all the franchisees. They want consistency in everything. That's why you have to buy products from the same people. I heard of a guy who had a bread route. You own a territory, you could distribute the products of that brand. In this case, it was bread and maybe cakes. He sold his bread route for, like, let's say a couple $100,000. This was like 20 years ago, 30 years ago, when a couple $100,000 was, a good amount of money. Bought himself a franchise of what is it called, Outback Steakhouse, and thought he could save money by buying the food from one of his friends. They found out, and he literally lost his whole investment that he made, every penny. At least that's what I heard, allegedly. So who knows? So yeah, companies, they're very big on consistency. So that's part 1 of the video. Again, I was interrupted during the filming of it, and there was just pretty much mostly talking. I gotta double check the video, make sure nobody came in person, and if they didn't look into the camera. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load it up also on Patreon, most likely level 2, because again, I wasn't given permission. I was told to stop recording or not put it up, one of the twos. But I wanted that video, essentially, is important to part 2, which is the one I'm putting up right after this intro, because I discussed we have an electric top, like, stove range, or whatever you call it, oven. It was the oven at the bottom, the stove, whatever. Range or whatever. So I was discussing the temperatures, how I always preheat it at the same temperature, use butter instead of margarine, always put the egg at the same amount of time. That way the yolk always comes out how she enjoys it, which is drippy. I learned something today, actually. A single slice of bacon. She liked it. She ate it all. She said it was good. It came out crispy. Normally she doesn't like it that crispy. I prefer it crispy, but she ate the damn thing in like 5 minutes. I didn't even have enough time to go in there a second time to see how to yolk. Because normally when I serve her food, I'll try to come back in after, like, that's one thing I remember from being a waiter. You always come back after they take a few bites and ask them how their meal is. And if someone says, "Oh, it's too cold," or "Oh, I don't like this," you're a customer, you gotta make them happy, yada yada yada. But anyway, so parenting is, a learning experience. I figured the least I could do is try to provide her with, a sense of comfort, like they do when you go into a restaurant. Essentially, you go to restaurants to get away, not have to do dishes, not have to cook for yourself. And essentially that's what she has said every day. I'm the one that does the dishes, I'm the one that does the cooking, yada yada yada. Mom will do the cooking if I'm asleep or if I'm not here. But I forgot to mention that also Papa Alex buys her a lot of fast food. We'll just leave it at that. Enjoy the video. Bye. Okay, I'm back. Everything got messed up because, not messed up, but for me, messed up. The oven was put at 9.0, which is like right below high, because that's a different method of cooking the egg, so you can make it really fast. But I'm not used to doing it that way. I'm used to doing it slow. Here's the bread. This is the one she likes. She likes to slice. Any white sliced bread would do. Butter bread, but I like to use real butter when I make my eggs. I don't like using margarine. You can if you have a fine palate, you can taste the difference. And it makes a world of a difference. That's why if you go to a restaurant, they give you butter. They don't give you margarine. That's who wants to eat margarine when you can have delicious butter? So I had to cook the egg for, instead of 90 seconds, I only cooked it for 1 minute, and I put it at 2.0 instead of like 2.4, 2.8, and then I put the cheese in it for an extra 30 seconds with the cap off, and I literally had to take it off the burner because it was so hot from being at 9.0. So I hope that it comes off. I wasn't able to put that much butter in it because I was not getting yelled at, but there's been a lot of dispute lately about food consumption and food, just with the prices of food and how they've gone up in the States in general. Everybody knows, if anybody's seen this overseas, the prices of food have gone up in most cases on average about 100%, just on all around most items, right? The exception might be some international items, let's just say perhaps yada yada yada. But minimum wage has gone up probably like 30-40%. It's a joke. It's like ridiculous. The bacon, for her bacon, egg, and cheese, I cheat. I do it in the microwave, but it's faster. And when she's hungry, you know, time sometimes is just more important than quality. But that doesn't mean you sacrifice quality by using the microwave. It came out crispy. She doesn't really like it too crispy, but she's gonna have to live with it because I only made one slice. And now my hands were clean, relaxed. I washed them right before I started cooking. Always wash your hands, obviously. Geez, I already said goodbye in the other video, and I don't know how to edit these things to cut them out yet. I've been playing around with it. I go into the iMovie. I click on the actual portion of the video I'm trying to edit out. I try to cut it out, but I'm not able to do it for some reason. Don't know why. But yeah, here's the end product. Now my hands are not that clean, so I just wiped them. They got a little dirty when I was picking up. It's just a plain bacon, egg, and cheese. There's the bacon, the cheese, and the egg. The appearance, that's IRL. An IRL image of what food looks like. Obviously, if you guys are interested in food advertisements, you can look it up on YouTube. I'm sure you can find a whole bunch of it, and then you can see all the tricks of the industry. If not, go to like a video streaming service like, what's the name of it? There's Break Courses Plus changed its name, but then there's also a Curiosity Stream. I'm sure they'll have episodes in there, or Netflix, even Netflix. The food you see on TV is just not real. That's it. All right. Thank you. Bye. If you're watching this, the part 1 is already on Patreon level 2. Thank you so much.